Alright, so I got a lot of people asking for me to make a guide on a demon hunter for this method. I'm not sure why, but some people wanted me to make a guide for a demon hunter, so that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, you just choose Act 1, Quest 9, Cursed Hold, and then resume your game or start your game. So here are my skills and runes. Hungry Arrow, pretty standard. Critical hits cause the target's bone to explode, that's dealing splash damage. Impale. This is a tricky one. Right now, with the nerf to nether tentacles, I'm not really sure which skill is more useful. Right now I'm leaning towards using Ball Lightning instead of Impale, simply because Impale uses so much hatred. It's like 25 hatred compared to the 10 hatred here. So usually I use Ball Lightning, because each time you shoot that Ball Lightning, a chain hits everything else, so it's kind of like Nether Tentacles, but it's like the little brother of Nether Tentacles. It does a little less more DPS, but it's still worthwhile to use it. Caltrops with increase the slow effect. I see a lot of people use the, which rune is it? Treacherous Ground or Torturous Ground. I see a lot of people use Torturous Ground rather than Hook Spines. I don't really know about that. Personally, I like the Hook Spines more because the slowed down enemies, for me, I find that it works out better than the immobilized one. I think it just might be a perception thing, but I enjoy the slowing effect more. Smokescreen, pretty standard. Lingering Fog, increase the smokescreen length of time. To be honest, I think displacement is pretty good too, but smokescreen is just really useful simply for the fact that we're going to be fighting elite packs, and especially against packs that use it for reflect damage, you're going to need that. Preparation with battle scars. This really only, it all depends on what mobs you're fighting. So I think what I usually use is there we go, yeah, that's this one. I use Punishment, simply because if I run out of hatred I can just use prep and I get all my hatred back. And then last but not least, the Bat Companion, simply to gain more hatred regen because I'm going to be spamming Elemental Arrow. Alright, so passives, as long as there are no enemies within 10 yards. Steady Aim, pretty self-explanatory. Sharpshooter, pretty self-explanatory. Archery, pretty self-explanatory. So my stats, about 52k. You can see my gear. Again, I bought all this stuff for like 10k. So I mean, it's really, this is really joke armor, but I can still have a lot of DPS. So you can see, like, these stats are pretty silly. As for Magifying gear, I'm not going to use it this run, simply because I gave all my Magifying gear away because I stopped playing my Demon Hunter. So I just bought this gear to show you guys how you can play as a Demon Hunter and do this method. So you summon your bat, you can go to the cemetery. So we're going to look for that skeleton. Okay, so he spawned Shielding, Vortex, Arcane. So you can see how it works. Whoa. Hold on, I'm in trouble. I don't have any potions. So I'm going to go buy some potions because I don't have any. I'm just going to talk to him. Brother Malachi. We'll buy some mythical potions. The issue there was I'm very glass cannonly. I don't even know how you'd say it. So I'm gonna buy 11 potions. Now, go back here. So we just want to dodge this mortar. And put down some caltrops. Oh boy. Oh, so yeah, you can see it's a bit harder as a demon hunter simply because of the fact that shit hits you super fucking hard. So I'm gonna lay down my caltrops here. Oh man, fucking vortex, I swear. Alright. Oh fuck, I went to a bad spot. That's not good. So yeah, this shit is much harder as a demon hunter since they nerfed nether tentacles. But it's still doable. It's just gonna be a little bit harder. Cause I mean, look how much damage I'm doing. Honestly, as a demon hunter, what I usually do is I just get one of my monk or barbarian friends to come help me when I'm doing this stuff. Simply because they'll take all the damage while you deal it. So way more caltrops. Oh my god. So yeah, we finally killed that shit. You just really need to lay your caltrops properly and hope that you don't get something that has shielding. Honestly, if something doesn't have shielding, it's very simple to kill. It shouldn't take you that long. So that is the hardest. The one that I just faced is one of the hardest things you're gonna face. Everything else should be easy, simply because it's reflect damage and shielding are the bane of demon hunters. That's like the hardest shit for you to kill, and that's only if you're Gladys Cannon build. Like if you're a bit more tanky, get like 30k HP. Be careful about those when you kill them. Sometimes they drop their torso and then they hit you and you die in one hit. But like I was saying, generally most demon hunters, they have around 20k HP, and you see you have like 13k. Like again, my gear is really bad. This isn't even like hell gear, I think. So it's gear I just bought off the auction house for like 5k a piece. The bow was like, I think the bow was 50k. But I mean, the prices for everything related to Demon Hunter has gone down so much because everybody is just, you know, going the flavor of the month crap. That's with every game. Every class that's really good for a while, everybody wants to switch to it. And that was the case with the Demon Hunter until they got like nerfed. Okay, so here we go. So fast, arcane, enchanted, jailer. So yeah, this one's not bad. So we're just gonna shoot these off on the screen. Holy fuck. They weren't kidding when they said they were fast. Alright, so that one's dead. Oh man, this is not good. I think I'm gonna die here. Jesus. That's not good. So I'm laying down more caltrops. More. So I'm gonna teleport out here if I can. Oh my god, no, he's gonna get me. Oh my god, that was close. Alright. I'm just waiting for me to get one smoke screen up before I go in. There we go. So we're gonna smoke screen away from him. Drop our caltraps. Jesus. So you can see here, Demon Hunter is a bit more annoying, simply because you can't use Nether Tentacles anymore. So Jesus Christ, dude. These crypts are a pain in the ass. Fucking pain in the ass, man. Alright. That bitch is dead finally. Fucking hell. What the? This guy just pops out of nowhere. Alright, so we got really bad items. That's understandable. We don't have a lot of magic flying. Alright. So to add onto the list of affixes that suck for Demon Hunter, we add on Fast and Waller. Jailer is a bit I don't know about Jailer. Jailer can be a bitch at times, but honestly, any elite pack, I guess I can say, is a pain in the ass for Demon Hunter. But I mean, you can see how the DPS is still really good with the ball lightning. Alright, so we got another pack here. So you can see how this one's much easier. You just kite, lay down caltraps. That was a badly laid out caltrap. More kiting. I'm shift clicking here, because if you left click, there's a possibility you'll click towards the enemy. So by shift clicking, you stay in the area that you shift click in. So you don't have that possibility of making that mistake. So now I'm going to shoot some ball lightning across the screen since I'm so far away. And then more nether hungering arrows. So there we go, he's dead. Killed both of them. Now, you can see the gear I'm getting is really shitty. And that's because of one of two things. One, I only have 3 stacks, and 2, I don't have any magic find gear. Like I'm saying, when you're doing this, you need to have magic find gear. You need to have that magic find gear ready to swap when you're about to kill something. Because magic find gear works exactly like how it worked in Diablo 2. Jay Wilson, he discussed this on that Reddit, Ask Me Anything, and someone asked the question, does, you know, in Diablo 2, the way magic find worked was, each time you killed an enemy with magic find on, it increased the quality and the amount of items you got. So in Diablo 3, Jay Wilson said it's the same thing. So the more magic find gear you have, the higher percentage, the higher chance the item that you're gonna get will be of higher quality. So yeah, I would recommend using your magic find gear right before you kill a mob. Like, I mean, you don't have to use that magic find gear swapper. What you can just do is, you know, if something's down to like 11k or 20k HP, just have your gear at the bottom here. So then you would go like this while moving, you know, keep clicking while doing this until all of your magic find gear is gone, and then, you know, just kill the boss, and then you're good to go, just like that. Alright, so you can see this is a bit more difficult, and like I said, this is gear that I bought right off the auction house, and like I wasn't even using a follower. Usually you want to use the Templar, but my Enchantress is more geared than my my Templar. So anyways, we're gonna head over here. We're gonna kill this. See, I mean, look, you see that? That shit just died. So it's not more difficult. It's just what you need to worry about is the elite packs. Elite packs are harder to kill, but the normal mobs, they're very, very simple to kill. Which is why, if you just get one friend that's a monk or barbarian to help you while doing this, it'll save you a lot more headache. But that's not to say this isn't doable by yourself. It's completely doable by yourself. You'll just die a bit more, so your repair bill will be a bit more, and you won't die as much, because like I said again, I know I keep repeating myself, the gear that I'm using I bought off the auction house for like 5k gold. It's not good gear. I know a lot of you guys out there probably have way better gear than this, and you have way more DPS. So this video, you shouldn't take it as reference to say, oh, demon hunters are weak or something like that, or demon hunters can't do this. Because I mean, look at this. Look how fast those thralls die, or whatever they're called. I don't remember. They die so quickly. So I'm just gonna fight one more elite pack, and then I'm gonna end this video because I don't think I need to go through the entire guide to show you that it is doable. If somebody else wants to do that, they can feel free to do it, and then post it in the thread on Team Liquid. But I don't feel like doing a 2 or 3 hour guide on this all over again. Maybe when I make my next video on Act 2, I'll do that. You can expect to see that video in maybe, I'm actually not sure how long that'll take me. Maybe 2 or 3 days. I'm not really interested in Act 2, because if you read the Ask Me Anything, you don't have to ask me anything, my bad. So you can see how quick this blue pack is dying. It's dying so quickly, like it's ridiculous. So lay down our cow trap. Generally, this is why the preparation I'm using, it's not very used very much, because you can't regain your discipline, because I mean your smoke screen, your preparation now costs discipline. So anyway, so you see, you just kite for a bit and then everything dies. Simple, not hard. And then you can also lay down a bunch of cow traps while you're doing that, and then, you know, swap out your gear. So cow trap, click, cow trap, click, 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 cow trap, click, 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 and so on and so forth. You know, get all your magic finding gear on, then boom, boom, dead. But what was I talking about again? What the hell was I talking about? I'm so tired right now, like I haven't gone to bed since I uploaded that earlier video. I don't even remember what I was talking about. My bad. I need to go drink some coffee or something to rejuvenate myself. A lot of normal items here. Help me, I'm an Iron Maiden. I'm trapped. How do you get trapped in Iron Maiden? Must have been those cultists. That's so sad. Wait, how is he alive in Iron Maiden? That is so confusing. I don't even understand. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video here, guys. As you can see, not hard at all to farm as Demon Hunter. It's just a little bit harder now that Nether Tentacles got nerfed, but I mean, you'll be able to get really good gear here on Act 1. Ah, now that reminds me. Now I remember what I was going to talk about. There we go. Okay. So yeah, what I was saying was, if you read the thread or the blog post that Blizzard made regarding the drop rates of the items now. I think it was like item level 1 is 17%, and then item level 62 is, and I want to say 7%, and then item level 63 is like 3% or something like that for Inferno Act 1. And then it's increased a bit more for Act 2. So what I meant about that was, naturally, as you increase the value of one item, like I'm talking about the percentage of the drop rate, if you increase that percentage of that certain item level, you get a problem. Because as you can see, in Act 3 and Act 4, it's like 26% chance for you to drop an item level 61 item, while item level 62 is like, I think, 12%, and then item level 63 is around 8 or 9%. So naturally, if you look at those statistics and those numbers, you would say, why would I do Act 3 and 4 when I'm going to get more item level 61 pieces of gear? And that's correct. There's no reason for you to do Act 3 and 4 necessarily, because of the fact that you're getting, I mean, how to explain this? Yeah, you're going to get more chances to get items, but the majority of the time, the items that you're going to get, they're going to be item level 61 rather than 62 and 63, simply because you have a 26% chance to get an item level 61 piece of gear. And that's ridiculous. You know, I mean, an item level 61 piece of gear having 63 or 26% chance of dropping it's absurd. The majority of the time when you do a run, it's always going to be like full of 61 pieces of gear. And that's why a lot of people on forums are complaining. They're like, oh my god, you know, the drop rate sucks now. What did you guys do? And the problem was, I think Blizzard overlooked that fact, you know. But I'm gonna make sure I have these stats right. I'm gonna go onto the website. Okay, so I was exaggerating a bit. Okay, so for Act 3 and 4, these are the statistics. Item level 61, 24%. Item level 62, 16%. Item level 63, 8%. Do you see what the problem is? That is a ridiculous amount of gear that's going to be item level 61 that you're going to be getting. Now, if you're looking for item level 62 gear, Act 3 and 4 are where you want to be, because it's at 16%, whereas Act 1 is 8% and Act 2 is 12%. So definitely I'd recommend, if you are geared to the teeth, don't do Act 1, simply because it only has a 2% chance drop for 63. Act 2, I don't really know. I don't really like Act 2. But for me, it seems like the most balanced in regards to drops is in Act 2. Because Act 2, 61 is 18%, 62 is 12%, and 63 is 4%. Whereas in Act 3 and Act 4, you know, Act 1 has 24%, Act 2 has 16, and then item level 62 has 16, and then item level 63 has 8%. You know, I mean, 24%. That's almost 25%. A quarter of the drops you're going to be getting are going to be item level 61 in terms of these statistics. So I mean, say you kill 10 packs, right, and they're guaranteed one rare. 5 of those packs are like, out of those 5 packs, you're not going to get anything worthwhile. Like, I can't think of why Blizzard would think this is a good statistic. You know, in my opinion, item level 61 and 62 should be further reduced, you know, And then like they should have, what I think they should have done was for Act 1, you know, where it says 17%, they should have had that for item level 61. And item level 62 should be at like 12 or 10% for Act 3 and Act 4. And then item level 63 should be at, 8%. So it would be 17, 16, and then 8%. That way there's a higher balance. Yeah, you're more likely to get an item level 61 item, but there's a nice balance there in that, you know, a level 62 piece of gear is going to be more likely to drop as well. And there'll be a little less chance of it dropping, but it's better than nothing. And then item level 63, it also has a decent amount to drop, you know. But I mean, 24%, that is retarded. Why would anybody want item level 61 pieces of gear if they're in Act 3 and Act 4? It doesn't make any sense. It's like a level 55 or 40 item dropping in Inferno. You know, whenever you see something like that, you just get frustrated and you just don't even want to bother playing. But anyway, this video has gone on longer than I wanted to because I went on this silly rant, and I'm dead tired, so I'm probably saying a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. But yeah, that was the video for Demon Hunters. Hopefully somebody can post a better video than what I posted, because the video I posted was pretty trash. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a good one. See you later.